What about dragons? We've been told they're just mythology and we need to dismiss all of the records left on planet Earth through every era of history and all the archaeological evidence and everything. So let's start back at the Bible. The Bible records dragons. In that day, the Lord, with his sore and great and strong sword, shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Dragon, slay the dragon in the Holy Bible. And then, let's see. Yep, every single pagan religion has a record of them. Several of them, like here in Asia, still worship the dragon as, one of their gods. So we still see the dragon. Then, oh yeah, in museums, we have all these archaeological finds. We've actually found the skeletons of dragons. Of course, we call them dinosaurs. They're giant reptiles, but we can't actually say that all the records of giant reptiles and are actually dragons. But, come on, folks. Okay, so we have the archaeological finds. There's for the ones that dwell in the water, the ones that dwell in the caves. We say they're in the Middle Ages, so that's ancient times, all biblical times, prehistoric fossils. Here we have in the Middle Ages, they still had a remnant. They would come across a remnant of them hiding in caves and stuff, a few here and there. And we still see here, we still see them around in some of our deeper cavernous lakes and stuff. Oh, this is from my Strange Creatures video. I'll put the link to that down in the description box because it's about 5 minutes of all these strange creatures. There's the dragon that was pulled out of the ocean. Actual carcass, rotting carcass that was caught by a fishing boat. So we got that. Well, surely not nowadays, right? Like modern sightings, like people cite these other nephilim races, the remnants of them, the Bigfoot and the Dogman and the Goatman. What about dragons?
And then there were dragons, described as dragons by a whole family from Oconto Falls, which is a very tiny little town near Green Bay, Wisconsin, home of the Green Bay Packers. Got to get that in. But this was a young man who was at an outdoor concert, and he's with his friends, and they were lying outdoors watching the sky afterwards, and saw these creatures fly over. And he said, after about 15 minutes of talking and laughter, these emotions changed to surprise and astonishment as we watched a massive white/tan dragon fly over the clouds. We knew it had to be a dragon because how else would you describe something flying over that was almost silent, larger than a plane, and had a tail, bat-like wings, long neck, and a narrow pointed head and scales. Now, as I said, this is a small town, and he ran home and got his mother and his sister to come out and look at it too, and they were making fun until it came back overhead going in the opposite direction. And there were smaller ones flying with it too. They couldn't get as good of a look at it as this one, and they said this one was close enough that they could see the street lights illuminating its underside and see that it had scales on it, not feathers, but scales. And the mother, I interviewed the mother separately. I interviewed the sister separately. They all described it. The mother actually drew a kind of an outline type sketch that I've got in the book. And they described it also as having a snake-shaped head, a long pointed tail.
Anyway, that's Linda Godfrey. She's been researching these sightings, these strange creature sightings all around the world for over 26 years. That's one of the stories from her American Monsters book. I think it came out in, 2014, 2016. So again, we've seen these things. They've been recorded in every era of history from even before history was recorded, prehistoric fossils to the present. How can we still say this is mythology? Folks, we've been lied to.